Welcome to this. What episode is this? I have been
11.
Oh my God, of 28th and Jefferson. It is so good to be back. I've missed out on a couple of episodes, but that's okay. We got AC in the building with me.
What's happening?
For the fellas. So today's gonna be a little bit different. So since we don't have the fellas with us, we're just gonna include everybody in our conversation today. Word on the streets. So we have our guest with us, a familiar face, Jaren. Say hello to the people.
What up, y'all? Good to
We
see
have
everybody again.
Tay. And then we have Joseph. Yes, I got it right. I've been practicing in my mind. So before, like earlier, you had mentioned, who mentioned Bad Boys? Jaren mentioned Bad Boys.
This should be interesting.
Y'all missed that one.
This is going to get very interesting.
So as many of you know, Bad Boys 3 is in the movie theaters currently. I had the opportunity to go see it. I thought it was really good. But the conversation was, which was better, Bad Boys 1 or 2?
Yes.
AC?
Oh, AC?
Wait, have you seen?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
All I'm gonna say is, nigga, you look 30.
Yes. 2. Love it.
You look 30.
Love it. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
You at least 30. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, two is my favorite.
Okay.
2 is the best. 2 is my all-time favorite movie in the history of movies.
Wow.
So
That's a big one.
yeah, I know it's saying a lot. Let me explain why. I know it's saying a lot. It gives you action, drama, comedy, good storytelling, good story writing. It gives you suspense. It's a thriller. It gives you everything you would want to go see in 5 or 6 different movies in one. And it gives you a love story if you include Will and Gabrielle, all that stuff. So you get everything you would go see 10 different movies for in one movie, 2.5 hours. I love it. It's one of the only movies that anytime it comes on at any time of the day I can watch it. You know, some movies I've seen that one, I watched that one again. This one I can watch from beginning to end, any time of the day, any day of the week, any week of the month, any month of the year.
Okay, we got it.
I hear that, right? You see, he
We
gonna
got
sell
it.
it, right?
We love it.
It's coming back ideas, right? For one, look, he's selling it too hard for it. Man, right? Man, if it was true, he wouldn't have to sell it that hard.
Oh, wow.
Well, I like both of them, right? But I feel like 1 is my favorite out of all 3 of them. 2 is good. I feel like the budget was bigger, so the action and stuff was, you got cars blowing up and they throwing cars at one point in the movie, right? That's cool, but my thing is, it was a couple times I'm watching that movie and it's like, how much longer this movie gonna be on? And at any point, if I'm watching a movie and I'm taken out of it, if I feel like it's too long, or I feel like whatever's going on, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this scene wasn't necessary, or maybe and I feel that way. Especially like once they go to Cuba or whatever, that whole half of the movie could have been left out.
Oh, come on.
There was no need for that. That's my opinion, man. That's my opinion.
That's a strong opinion too.
That's my opinion. I feel like the first one was funnier.
Yeah.
I feel like with less money, I feel like it was a better story. It was funnier. I enjoy it.
Even they had a better villain, if you ask me.
I agree with that too.
And listen, I'm not here to tell y'all, I'm not saying y'all's opinion is wrong.
Okay.
I'm just saying mine is right.
Wow. Okay.
Period. Everything you said, 1 is great. No, I'm not taking
I'm
away from 1.
just saying,
2 is
man,
just
like,
What is original?
2 is better, and they had to have that Cuba scene for closure. And the villain in 1 was not nowhere near as big as villain in 2. This dude killed somebody in his mama's front yard, or backyard. And then his mama came outside. She said, "What happened?" And he said, "He shot himself." Then his mama said, "Well, remind me to write a letter to his mama." And he said, "No, I'll do it." This is the man he just killed. I'm talking about. See, you don't know nothing about this movie.
Where's the valid point in that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Man,
What is he talking about?
Don't get me started.
I'm waiting on when he's gonna sell the movie. Now that happens in the movie, but why is it supposed to make me want to go see this movie?
It's great. Everything I just said at the beginning. It's like
It was gangster though. Like it was gangster.
I ain't taking that from that.
I'm not saying but when you got to compare the two, you start peeling them back. So it make it seem like I'm tearing it down. You feel me? I'm not bashing them. I think it was dope. It's just you know.
So in regards to that, so what did you think about 3? Since you have such strong opinions about 2.
3, I think everybody's seen it in here except for.
I actually haven't, but
Oh,
keep
you
this
had
up.
it?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry, guys.
You have not
Oh,
seen 3.
Please don't revoke my black card.
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
You still gotta take it, man.
But nah, I don't mind. I'm not gonna see it regardless. So y'all okay.
Yeah, catch a quick matinee on it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
2 is still my favorite, but 3 is a good follow up to 2. They left the door open for a 4th one that I think has already gotten approved.
Yeah,
It's good. It brings 2. I mean, 3 is more of a, I guess, a tearjerker maybe, or it brings your emotion out a little bit more. Still got the
more
comedy,
emotional, yeah.
and I think it's more. It's of age. It's not beyond them. Like the stuff is believable.
Mhm.
They are
Yes.
acknowledging the fact that we're older. We can't do all the same shit.
I was about to say, he wasn't like Martin Lawrence trying to do like Denzel Washington type stuff.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite actor, and I'm like, okay, now you got about one more Equalizer in.
Yeah, because Denzel just be killing everybody. Like, bro, like you 75, my man. Like, ain't no way you doing cartwheels and just. I ain't gonna lie. I love it though. I love the movies. I'm just talking just to be.
What was your opinion? I don't want to give mine next because I don't want to be the negative Nancy. I don't want to be the dude who he don't like nothing. So I'd rather you know. Let's give it some more praise before
I like 3. I really did. I like the comedy. I like the humor in it. I think Martin Lawrence did an excellent job. Cause I mean he's just old. Like, and you could tell like he's old. He's tired, but like he's still like he's still trying to like.
He's trying to like his
Right.
growth as a person like improved that character, man.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting like that ending.
Right.
How all of that just kind of like came about. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now I feel like I need like some backstory for real on that. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm trying not to
it's
like.
cool. It's cool because now I gotta go watch it tomorrow.
I want to check it out.
Yeah.
But I think that twist in the movie, I thought it was pretty good. Some people felt like it was kind of cheesy, but
Yeah.
I like the fact that they gave Mike Larry like an actual storyline behind his character. You know, in the first 2, you never really just have a storyline with him. Y'all just know he just
wild.
Yeah, he just action.
Yeah.
He just action packed. He an action junkie or whatever.
Yeah.
And this one, you get a real like backstory on like how he became who he is. So that's what I liked about it the most.
he had a lot more emotion in this one versus the other 2. Yeah, that's cool. Well, speaking of, I'm having this conversation about movies, of course. Duh. We have a movie producer in the room.
Hey.
Which I feel like he's such a big negative Nancy.
I do want to get his opinion on it though.
I think it's cool though. I think it was cool. Out of all 3 of them, I think it's the worst. But I do feel like, like you said, you're talking about a legendary brand. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
It's hard to top either one of them. Then 17 years later, but the one thing I didn't like about the movie though was I felt like they tried to compensate for the age and some of the stuff, and they used the CG stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like in certain parts I'm watching and it's like, damn, did this turn into a Marvel movie? You know, so like, because the Bad Boys, it's a real life movie, like it's set, you know what I'm saying? And then certain parts I'm watching, it's like, it just, even the way they move and stuff, like, it's a...
Well, like, Michael Bay produced that one too, didn't he?
I don't think he directed
Yeah,
this.
I
think he had something to do with it, but I don't think he directed this one. So it's like, even like, they tried to pull off some of the same shots he did, and it's a lot of references to the old movies, which is cool, but I feel like maybe they could have pulled a couple of them back. But then, like I said, it's still a good movie, but it's like, I feel like with the budget they had with 2, it's hard to match that. For the 3rd one, you expecting a bigger budget with it. They had less, which is clear. Yeah. And they trying to overcompensate that with special effects or whatnot, and it didn't work for me.
They did really nice too.
There was one part in the movie that just kind of like, it broke my heart a little bit.
Oh, I know what boy you talking about. I know what boy you talking about. I know exactly what boy you talking about.
They got some tears on their hands.
I know exactly.
It's because it was so much.
I know.
I did not.
That make everybody emotional
I
right
was
there.
like, what?
You
So
should see him.
Stacey, you really gotta go see it now.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Boy, you should see the look at my face. I was in there like,
Yeah, totally wasn't expecting that. But
I ain't want to eat my popcorn no more than that.
Right.
yeah, that one was rough. But speaking of movies,
Why did you do that?
you have a movie that's coming out February 28th. I was gonna say the 29th, but thank you. The 28th.
Yep.
Tell us, well, first, let me back up. How did you get into movie and film and that sort of thing?
Man, I used to make music. I used to rap. Everybody was a rapper at some point, or a DJ, right?
Yep.
So I used to rap, and then I was like about 25. So I got to the point where I wanted to start shooting my own videos or whatnot, right? And the only person I knew was shooting them was a guy in Memphis, Joe Gotti, who's in Atlanta now as Joe Young Spike. But I've always been a hands-on person, so it's like with the music, I believed in my music. I knew that I wanted to shoot more than just one video, so it's like, man, if I just get a camera, I can learn how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ended up driving away to Chicago and buying a camera, a used camera off Craigslist at the time, and came back and just trial and error, started learning. Got to the point where it's like within 3 months, people were calling me, wanting me to shoot videos for them. It's like, man, I've been rapping for 7 years and wasn't making no money. And it's like, maybe I'm gonna do this a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I started doing that. And then from there, I got into school, and then in school is where the music video thing kind of evolved into more narrative type stuff.
Okay, so you say you drove to Chicago. Where are you
I'm
from?
about to shout out.
I'm from there. I'm from Nashville.
Shout out to you driving that. That ain't no joke. So you drove 100.
It's about 8 hours.
Because did you drive? Because you drove 65. You drove 65 or 57. Then you got through Louisville and you go 65. You a beast for you do all the major cities in 6 hours without getting pulled over.
And we did.
Shout out to Joseph.
Hey, we did it late night too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Shout out to Joseph.
That's what's crazy. I called the lady and I was like, man, I know you see my area code or whatever. I'm from Nashville and I'm not playing. Ain't no joke. If you saying that you'll take my money or whatever, you gonna hold it for me. I get on the road and we're riding. Me and my homeboy, man, we rode out same night.
It's dope.
What part of Nashville are you from?
I'm from East Nashville.
East B Ball.
Inglewood.
What?
I'm from Inglewood. Yeah. But I didn't go to Stratford or Liddy because I went to Meigs. I went to Meigs and Hume Falls.
Cause you smart.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to school.
Now Hume Falls could have been a better choice. I went to MLK.
Wait a minute.
That could have been a better choice.
I'm gonna let that ride because my daughter is a royal.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let that ride.
Okay.
But
okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave. Now I will say this. Y'all did have a lot of attractive women that attended.
okay.
In comparison to MLK. I
Fair, man. I'm about the game. I was looking for the exit. That's my
I'll take that blow.
Look, I'm in the middle of trying to sell a movie, and you want me to have a whole school of women upset at me, man?
No, my bad.
I think they all beautiful. Everybody come out,
Great
rest their
NSA is a little better, but that's okay.
NSA did have some fine women.
We had to play basketball at y'all
Yes.
school because we didn't have a gym back
That's
then.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow. Good on Nashville.
Wait a minute. We beat y'all though. I'm just gonna be when I was there,
Okay.
Y'all beat us before I was there, but basketball we kinda
What year you come out?
04.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all probably barely beat it. Who was on y'all's team?
We swapped it out. We swapped it out.
You probably said that's not right. Cause what you call it on your team?
Alex Renfro.
Yeah, Alex Renfro and y'all had that. What's the
Hereford, Brandon Hereford.
Yeah. Y'all were decent.
Yeah, I had some ball players.
Yeah, cause we had Johnny Lynn there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was in 7th grade that year, so I was a young boy.
Alex went overseas with it.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
Yeah. He shout out Alex Renfro, man. He making that bag.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
He making that bag.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went through school, you got into more of a narrative kind of thing. When So as far as like the movies, do you just shoot or do you write? Do you like do everything? Like what is your role in that?
Man, honestly, I came into it wanting to just direct, but because of lack of budget, and it's like I respect artists like to the utmost, and it's hard for me to ask people to do things for free sometimes to a default or to a fault, I should say. So I learned to do a lot of different things because it was just me. You know what I mean? So my film, I'm the writer, the director, the editor, the producer, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
That's a lot.
And again, it's not about wanting to poke my chest out or feel like you know what I'm saying? It's out of necessity because I want to work with dope people. Like that's the goal of it all. But it's like when you don't have a name and you don't have a budget, it's hard to get people to commit to something for 3 to 6 months to a year. To you know what I'm saying? We worked on this for 3 years, so. You know, it's a respect thing for me more so to, I don't like asking people to do nothing for free, man, because I respect their time. You feel me?
That's good. So Tay, what is your role in this?
I play the lead actor, Sean Foster. I'm a hustler that's always knew that it was a way out of the life that he was living, but never could find the right outlet. And then once he did find the right outlet, he did whatever he had to do to, you know, pursue that path instead of continue on going on that. But he goes through the trials and tribulations of still being drugged back in. So.
Oh, let's roll backward because I definitely did not say the title of this movie as we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
So tell us the title of the movie. The
title is More to Life. Like I said, I'm the writer director. Epps is the lead actor. He plays a character named Sean Foster. It's a coming of age drama about a second generation hustler who he has aspirations of getting out the game. He's really intelligent, but like he was saying, he's kind of stuck in his way too. You know what I mean? So the movie is really just a struggle between chasing your dreams and the fear of the unknown.
Okay, cool. Jaren, what's your part in this?
I have a cameo role.
Oh!
So, not into too much, but I have a pretty important part. I like to think I can't give it away. I can't give it away because
you really enjoyed it.
I know he did.
Yeah, you know, so I think it's I haven't seen the whole movie yet, of course. I'll be at the screening on the 28th, so I can't wait for that. So I don't know how important it plays to the story, but I think it's pretty pivotal. If I must say. Overall,
pivotal is all work.
I like it.
Pivotal is a very key word.
Hey, do the piece of work.
Right.
That's my guy, man.
Hi guys, I'm Jasmine Derry, founder and CEO of Twisted Corks. We curate private wine tasting experiences in the comfort of your home. I'm so excited to share the concept with you. It is so much fun. Here's a few reasons why you should book with me. Number 1, it's a lot of fun. Number 2, it's educational. Number 3, we come right to your home, private venue, or wherever you like us to be. So this is a perfect experience for Valentine's Day. We have an amazing Valentine's Day special, up to 25% off all of our packages just for Valentine's Day. So make sure to message me, DM me, or email me. And some ways that you can find me: at Twisted Corks on Instagram or Facebook, or www.twistedcorks.co. Some other excellent ideas for you to celebrate with us would be your anniversary, a bridal shower, bachelorette party, or just a girls' night in. So hit me up and we'll teach you how to sip with confidence.
Okay, so Tay, so for you, acting, when did all of this come about? Did you always know you wanted to act, or is it something that just kind of like fell in your lap and said, hey?
It's funny that you asked that question, and we was talking about Bad Boys because that's where it all started. I was 5 when that movie came out. It's funny that you asked that question, and we was talking about Bad Boys because, and that's where I
was trying to do the math in my head.
It came out in 95. It came out in 95. And I literally, when I got home, it came out in 95. I looked at it in 95, and then by the time I was 8. When I got home, I started reenacting everything I seen in that movie. I love that movie that much. And then by the time I was 8,
working with other people,
I got the audition for a stage play.
I did
end up getting the
very
role
well. I got
went
like a
through
standing
the
ovation. I was just like, you know what?
Working with other
Maybe
people.
I really do
building
got a
chemistry
thing
with
for
them,
this, but I just
did
never knew by being in
very
Nashville.
well.
I never
got
knew,
like a standing
you know,
ovation.
the
I was
right
like, you
people,
know
what
what?
school to go to. Or
Maybe
whatever
I
the
really
case
do
may be.
got a thing for this, but I just never knew by being in Nashville. I never knew.
Hey, that's how you know you from out east for real. He said East Nashville. He said out east Nashville. You did.
I mean, I feel like you trying to keep it professional.
That's how you know you from out east. He said East Nashville. He said out east.
I mean, I feel like you trying to keep it
You know, just growing up and just still not being able to find that.
Okay, sorry to interrupt that.
Nah, it's fine.
We had a moment.
Yeah, but you know, just growing up and just still not being able to find that.
Me and we went to high school together,
that way to get my
each
foot in
other
the
for a
door.
while, but he never knew that
I kind of shied away from it for a little bit.
He was
and
into it as
then
well.
me and him, we went to high school together, so we've been knowing each other for a while. But he never.
A girl
knew
that I know
wanted
did
to
makeup
act
for,
and I never knew
one of
that
the
he was
stage
into
plays
it
or
as
whatever.
well.
And then she just kept on
And,
putting it in his ear, and then he just reached out to me like more.
A girl that I know did makeup for
come out
one
down
of his
audition,
stage plays
you know,
or whatever.
come check
and
out
then
the
she
stage
just kept
play
on
and see,
putting
you
it
know,
in
what I
his
got
ear,
going
and then
on.
he just reached
I
out
just
to
kept
me,
on just
like,
blowing it off. Then it got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Why
come
not
out
try my luck?
audition, you know, or come check
And
out
I
the
went
stage play and see,
audition,
you know, what I got going on.
End up
I
getting
just
the
kept on
part,
just blowing it off. Then it
and
got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Why
ever
not
since
try my
then,
luck?
We done did what, about
And I went
five stage
audition,
plays together now.
end up getting a part.
Yeah,
And
5 stage plays together, 2
Ever
web
since then, man, you
series,
done did what?
a
Five
few
stage
short
plays together
films.
now?
Like you can just name it. Like I done.
Yeah,
I've been able to
play
actually
together,
build
2
my
web
own
series.
That's
A
really
few
good,
short
especially
films,
like
like
being from
you can just name it.
Nashville.
Like I've been able
I was
to
just having this
actually
conversation with
build my
somebody
own
the other
lane.
day. Like Nashville is that's really good, especially like being from Nashville.
Yeah.
I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day. Like Nashville is known for music,
Yeah.
music. But when it comes to like film and plays and things like that, like Nashville has some very talented people, but it just doesn't, we're not really like in that market for that. So how do you, I guess, how am I trying to raise this question?
I feel like, sorry.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like
I feel like there are pros and cons to like where Nashville is. It's like a market. Cause it's like, I feel like we're like in that, I always say like we're in like that gray area where it's like, we're not quite Atlanta, but we're close enough if we need to get there to make the connections or whatever, right? But because of the foundation in music or whatever, there are a lot of people who are interested in entertainment or that type of thing. But like you said, film is still kind of developing. So it's a lot of people who don't know necessarily where to start, but if you're somebody who is eager to start, I think it's a perfect time to do it. You feel me? Because it's like the culture is being created now. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I'm excited about. It's like I wanted to be a part of that. Like we talk about it all the time. It's like I want to be a part of the excitement that when people are saying like, yo, they got something going on in Nashville. This short films coming out everywhere. Like you said, I see the talent too. Like it's undeniable. But again, like you said, it's hard to find out who's really serious or who's just playing in the beginning or whatnot, because you know nobody really knows what it takes until you have them on set for 8 to 12 hours and they realize like, dang, I was here all day and I was on camera for a minute or whatever. It's like, but that's what it is, though. You feel me? Like that's what it takes. And you know, I don't know. I just think I love it. I love the space we're in because I feel like you can do a lot with a little bit of money because of technology. And then I also feel like because we're not Atlanta, the competition, while there is a lot of talent here, it's not as much as Atlanta. You feel me? So it's like if you do something dope, it's easy to stand out. You feel me? Like you just put the work in and you can stand out. You know, and I think that's a dope thing about what we got going on.
Yeah, that's good because I think we're in that same space too, where we're creating and trying to put Nashville like really out there to like showcase the talent that's out here with our wit series, with MassCtv. Shout out to Jaren.
Absolutely.
In the WIT series, AC
No,
in
that-
the
I
WIT
feel it.
series.
I love that show. I love that show. Y'all doing y'all thing with that.
Myself in the WIT series.
I like the whole intro and everything. I was like,
Everything about it.
it give me like the feel of like I'm watching a real show.
We talked about it. I like the rollout, everything. It's like from
Like realness.
when I first heard about it, as far as promo or whatever, it's like, all right, bet. Next week or whatever we dropping, and then like he said, it had a real little intro to it, and it just everything about it, it looked proper. And it's like, like I feel that's how people should be coming, bro. You feel me? Like, take your time, don't rush. It's not a race thing. Like, and I think sometimes people get that twisted. They try to jump out, and it's like, yo, I want to be the first one to do this or whatever. But if you do something that ain't no quality, you gonna be the person known for putting out bullshit. Excuse me, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's true though.
You don't want, and that's not the game for me. So it's like, I'm a quality over quantity person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and like I told him, it's like, I estimated more to life to be done within the first year. It took me 3 to get to where but it was like, I knew first time is you know what I'm saying? Like, first impression is everything. Sometimes you can go overboard with that, but it's like, it meant a lot to me to be like, yo, we had to come out proper. It just, you know what I'm saying? We had to come out proper, man. So
That's real.
Yeah, straight up.
Real. Hey, so you got anything?
Nah,
you do?
I'm enjoying the vibe.
Like I said, I'm used to being like, my.
Nah, cause I was talking about WWE over here real. Because people forget though, man. Like when it came to that, like as a kid growing up watching it, like I was intrigued by the theatrics of it, like the writing of it. You know what I mean?
I think that's where part of my love for acting came from. Not all of it. I think a big part. A big part of it. Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you want to be a wrestler?" I never wanted to be a wrestler, but I admire, like you said, what they did because they have to learn a promo. You go out there talking for 10 minutes with a live microphone, and it's live television. So you got to say everything that they say. Then, not to mention, if you got a match right after somebody finna come beat you up, you got to remember all the theatric moves. They're not real. People can get hurt for real.
Right.
So to remember all of that live every week. There's one thing to do when it's recorded. You can edit it and do it 20 times and you get that one good take. But you live, and it's live every week. So I just admire the grind, the dedication, because you sick, you got the flu, something going on with your family. If we give you the title, you the star. Rock can't just say, I can't make the night.
What you mean?
You can't.
You're the money maker.
Yeah, you're the money maker.
You're the reason why everybody's coming. And to be able to capture thousands of people's attention, really millions of people's attention, just with a microphone is crazy.
That's how he got known. He wasn't known.
He was known for it because he talked crazy.
Same thing with Stone Cold. He was very limited. He had
the character. But I think that's dope. Like you were saying, you look back on that and it's like you've been a fan of that your whole life, and it's like that might slick be the reason I'm interested in acting. And I think that's dope because it's like I wanted to be a ball player my whole life. Not realizing I wasn't gonna be 6'3", 6'4", or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like things that wasn't really what's in my favor. But then as I got into filmmaking and stuff, I started thinking back. It's like, damn, I was in drama club in 7th and 8th grade, and I remember writing a play and learning about staying open to the crowd, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so you start thinking back and it's like, dang, it was things happening along my path the whole time. It was Slick preparing me for this still, like, you feel me? So it's like, I think that's dope, like, just like you saying, Bad Boys, you was 5, and it's like, people want to be doctors or whatever, and it's like, you start connecting the dots. It's like, dang, I have kind of been on this path my whole life.
What about you, AC? Like, how did you get like the acting path, since we're talking about like paths?
Back when I was younger, like around Christmas time, our church always did like Christmas plays. So it was like it came to a point where like we did speeches. So out of all the kids that were nervous giving their speeches with their head down and people can't hardly hear them, I read my stuff and memorized it and actually acted mine out. So when I did that and saw the ovation, I'm like, oh, that feels good. And then, so I just kept like just watching stuff, studying. That's why I got into wrestling, because it's like, I need to learn how to tap into people's psyche and have them in the palm of my hand. You see what I mean? Because that's a gift. So when I got to college, fast forward to college, I took a theater class, and we had to, our assignment for the semester was to write a play and actually act it out. And And for the sake, dude, crazy. Again, damn, that's 3 y'all. That's crazy, man. Yeah.
Kind of like flash, like,
Right. So I wrote a stage play, and the character that I played was a nerd. It became cool. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the play, acted it out, and I ended up getting the best actor in the class. Yeah. So I was like, shoot. So that means I didn't have to take the final. So I was like, shoot. I was like, all right. So, but after that though, like I haven't really explored it more until I got into like Witch series. So I rediscovered my love for it, man. And looking for more opportunities whenever they decide to come, man. I would love to try to get into like an acting class though, and learn about like angles and all of that stuff. Being able to, get everything.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Acting classes.
Yeah.
I'm open for whatever.
Yeah, we can.
Maybe because I've taken the couple.
Okay.
And I think and don't get me wrong, I think it's all on the professor and all on what you plan to get out of it.
Right.
But I feel like for everybody, it's not, and it could be for you too. I never acted with you, or anything like that. Right. But it could be where it might not even be necessary. I think. Okay. I don't think that they're overrated because, like I said, it's all about what you plan to get out of them. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it's one of those instinctive things that you get the feel for. And of course, if you're doing, the passion will come with the scene. If the director, doesn't like the angle, he'll say, "Well, stand this way and do a stand." They'll coach you into it, right. Opposed to, I think it's really. Once you get the passion and understand the character, everything else comes into play. You get the lines down pat, everything else comes into play. I feel like, because I've taken some by David Talbot before.
Don't bash nobody, man.
No. His was good. Yeah, you're right. His was good. Right. It was real good, but I don't know if it taught me stuff I didn't know. They went over a lot of the basics, and I did learn some stuff. I got a notebook full of notes I took. Yeah. But then when it comes to applying it, now I'm not, it could be the reason I'm not in Hollywood right now. So that because I didn't go as often to learn as much as I should have. So that could be it. But I don't know. Definitely for some people, I always say try one to see if you like it. Because I went to a few before. Yeah. And I won't, like you said, I won't say any more names, but I feel some of them are worth it and some of them can be a waste of money and time.
Yeah.
But it's all on what you're trying to get out of it. If you go with the set goal of I want to learn this and they teach it to you, then it's a success.
What particular principles did you learn from acting class that you actually took away?
Timing, which is important. And I feel like there was something I knew, but it kind of expounded on it. And it's a difference between timing in stage and then timing in camera work. I don't know. I have to look at the notebook and get back to you. But that was the one thing that did stick out was the timing, because everything is all about timing, at a pace. Because it's easy to lose audience attention, especially these days with smartphones and stuff like that. So you really want to keep it kind of moving. And dramatic pause, like what you did earlier when you asked them about Bad Boys. I knew it was a dramatic pause. Yeah. She kind of was like, "Hello, did you maybe you didn't see it or something?" Something like that. But just like stuff like that. But I feel like most of it, I think acting is instinctive and reactive. Yeah. Everything is reactive based on if we're doing a scene right now, whatever he says, I'm reacting off of him. He's reacting. It's just like a conversation.
It's about being in the moment. It's about being in the moment. I think. As far as going to acting class, I've never done it or anything. Yeah. But I had worked with actors who've done acting class and actors who haven't. I feel like there are different ways to skin a cat. I feel like it's not a necessity. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think you're wrong if you go to acting class feeling like that's the blueprint to make it.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's just like college, right? It's like you go to school, and if you feel like there's a banner waiting for you when you get out that says he's arrived, you lying. You feel me? So it's like you go to school and you network or you figure out what you want to do and you learn how to hustle up on your career path, right? You feel me? So I think it's all about that, man, because it's like I spoke with people and they kind of hesitated and would still refer to themselves as an amateur actor or an actress or whatever, right? And I remember one lady in particular, and I told her, I was like, stop referring to yourself as an amateur. That's the first problem. You feel me? It's like, people gonna respect you how you carry yourself, right? And this lady who's teaching you that you respect so much, you're currently on a film set. I'm giving you this advice on a film set. She doesn't have a feature film under her belt. She can't teach you to get to where she's never been. So I'm not knocking her, but I'm also saying don't take everything she's saying as gospel and make it like she can do for you what she couldn't do for herself. Right? So it's like, that's part of being a learner. You have to learn how much information I can take from you, and then at what point it's time for me to break off and do my own thing. You feel me? Because it's like, you can't, at some point you guessing. You feel me? You can't take me where I want to go. And so it's that's my feeling on it.
That's good.
That's valid though. Jay-Z
I still
said,
say, try it though. I still say try one.
Yeah, exactly.
Try one.
Because it might be
exactly.
beneficial.
like it.
I had an acting coach. I didn't necessarily go to a class, but
Yeah, I'd rather
someone
I'd rather have that than
that had
do
other
the
stuff
class.
under her belt, and she coached me through it. So I mean, it's really.
That sounds tight though.
Yeah.
Like I'm just speaking off of like not knowing.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So I'm just speaking off of like, okay, maybe that may benefit, but listening to y'all, it'd be like it switches my perspective a little bit. Like
I say try because I don't want to stray you away from it.
Right,
Because like I
right,
said,
right.
there's some benefits from it.
I think what
Yeah,
you kinda
I mean, I
said
would love to take a
is,
class.
I think her route is spot on, honestly. And I tell people that now. Like, it's like, I'm not knocking school. I went to college and I got a BGA in, you know what I'm saying, in commercial photography and videography, right? But I still would advise somebody to find somebody who can train you, pay them a couple $1,000 and just follow them and or work for free or do whatever you have to do. Like, I feel like in art there is no guarantee.
Right.
There's no guarantee in this.
That's a
So it's
fact.
like, you know what I'm saying? I won every award my school gives. All of them. I won from most creative to talent discovery to ambassador to academic all-star, all of that. And still they had nothing to offer me. Which is cool, but it's like I understood that. You feel me? So it's like, again, man, just I feel like going the school route or whatever, some people get tricked into believing like at the end of school your career will take off,
right.
and it's
And
like,
that's not necessarily the
don't
case.
fall into that lie, man, because that leads to feeling like I'm not doing as much as I can, or I'm a failure, or I'm not as, you know what I'm saying, and it's like you was going about it wrong the whole time. You feel me? Just that's it.
And let me to backtrack. I don't want to, because I think I just shitted on acting class.
No, you didn't.
Okay,
I didn't
take that.
I meant to say, maybe like the way I verbalize it, I'm more open to more options. To see what's out there when it comes to like learning. You know what I'm saying? Soaking up information when it comes to acting.
Yeah, I'd still say definitely try it because some people do get stuff from it. And even the big name Hollywood actors will still have kind of like what you had an acting coach. If they're preparing them for a
they still
certain
have
role,
coaches.
especially a dramatic or emotional role, they'll still go to get coaching for it. So I do think that's a plus, but I think that more so than, because you got to look at also who's teaching the class. Like you said, what was their experiences? Is it somebody that's made it and really knows what they're talking about? Same with like a football sportscaster. Like I like hearing the people who had played the game,
Absolutely.
and you know, and put them with somebody who made them just study the game, opposed to just two people that have studied, but just two people that play. Like
Right,
they
yeah.
Right.
That's
So I
good.
think that's what I like of announcing, and that's maybe what it is in acting too. Is kind of hear some of that.
That's good.
That's legit. Yeah.
Good. So we're gonna transition to my favorite segment, our think tank.
Oh, I'm afraid this think tank.
And that bowl's super clear too. We cleaned that bowl out. It looked clear.
Right?
So in this bowl
Okay.
are either questions or statements or something. You just want to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Say the first thing that comes to
Yeah.
mind.
Do we all open it together?
That's
or
not
what
safe
do we
for
do?
me.
No, you pick one and then you pass it down so everybody gets
And
one.
then we have to announce what.
And you read it out loud.
Okay. Alright.
It could be funny, it could be
Do
serious,
we open now? We wait.
it could be whatever. You can go ahead. Go ahead, Jaren.
Okay. Can I get another one?
Nope.
Okay, I got a good one. I got a good one.
I see that.
Okay.
The fact that he said,
I got a good one right here.
What is your idea of the perfect date?
Wait, tell me, why'd you want another one?
he don't want to give his game away.
Oh,
No, honestly, I never thought of what the perfect date is. I guess if she's having a good time. I don't know. No, the perfect date is something to the girl's liking. Like, you know, find out her favorite restaurant. If she like flowers, you know, what she likes to do. I don't know. I'm romantic, but I'm not really romantic.
I feel like you're having a hard time.
You know?
When your birthday?
July 26th, Leo season.
Leo. Oh yeah, because the world revolves around you. That's
No, it's not.
That's why. It makes sense. It makes sense.
That's funny. Some say don't pick this one, get another one in there. But no, really anything. Cause I'm the type of person, and I'm the opposite. I want everybody that I'm around, whether it be relationship or friendship, to feel like the world is really revolves around me, and I'm just in it. So anything that she would like is what I'm for. So I'm all for making it happen. But I can be, you know, I'm saying. Next week is Valentine's Day. I might have some, you know, some cool stuff.
Ooh, good luck. Yeah, cause
He thinking about it now.
Right.
I got to come up with something. I got to come up with something now. Look, you know.
Tell you what you got.
What movie has everyone seen but you haven't? Ah, that's easy for me. I have not seen The Color Purple.
What?
Do not revoke my black card, y'all.
I ain't gonna.
But there's
My wife made me watch it, so I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna be the pot. I'm not gonna be the pot to call the kettle black. I've seen that, but there's other numerous movies I will not disclose that I have not seen that people may revoke my black card for.
It's a staple movie to just watch.
That's so depressing, though.
It's a
staple movie.
I don't know why I just never either just watched it or just felt the need to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna watch The Color Purple.
You know what? That's your homework assignment.
No, for real. Straight up, that's a good movie, man.
I mean, have you seen?
And so when I see you on the 28th, we're gonna have a conversation about it.
Have you seen Precious?
2 weeks.
I seen it one time, but I don't remember it.
Okay, well, you seen The Color Purple? Or you seen Precious?
No.
I can't let you slide with that one. That's one of my wife's favorite movies. I can't let you
I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect.
Let's talk about how great that movie was,
bro. Straight up, that's one movie where, you know, a lot of times they say the book is better than the movie or whatever. I think that one is an even draw. It's not the same as the book, but the book is dope and the movie is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Color Purple.
We still talking about The Color Purple.
Oh, we ain't talking about no Precious.
Ain't that one based off a book too? I thought it was.
But what they got to do with The Color
I just want to talk about Monique. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my God! Right, she got a Showtime special come out. You working on a promo team?
Joseph,
man, my question is, who or what inspires you to be a better person? I mean, the easy answer for me is my family, because it's about them. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, want to be a good example for my kids, be the best husband, whatever I can be for my wife. But outside of that, like, I want to help black people, man. And I feel like even if it's just by setting an example, you know what I'm saying? I heard a quote Barack was saying when he was congratulating Jay-Z on his induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and he was like, me and Jay come from the same background or the same frame of mind. Like, we understand our job is to, as we open these doors that's been closed, it's our job to prop them open and make it easier for the person coming behind us. So it ain't my job to go back and save everybody, but it's like I want to open some doors that maybe not been open and then make it easier for the next person coming behind me. You know what I'm saying? So
that's good. AC?
Mine was what was the last book that I read, and the last book that I read was The Biology of Belief. and it talks about how from the breakdown of your very cells, how it shapes its own perception. And it also talks about how us as human beings, due to our environmental factors, how we shape our perception, and how our perception is shaped as human beings when we're in the womb. So it's crazy. It's it's dope to see a different perspective on how human beings, or how human psychology is all it all encompasses. So it's pretty dope, man. The thing I got about it is I view people differently, because I know y'all met a lot of people bro, this nigga tripping. You know what I'm saying? And it's he's tripping for a reason.
Right.
And for many reasons that may go back to childhood and even childbirth, that we're not able to even on the surface level, we're not even able to fathom.
Right.
Just because when somebody's in their mother's womb, whatever emotions that the mother's going through, they're also going through.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever they're born, they're able to adapt to the environment they're already, you know what I'm saying, they're being. So it's it's a crazy, it's a dope book. It's a dope book, man, to read. And it's so whenever I deal with people, say you working with others in different fields, it's oh, I know because you're lashing out at me, I know it has nothing to do with me. It's something that you're wrestling with yourself. So it's crazy. It also makes me be accountable for however I feel. You know what I mean? So
Now I'm tripping off the face.
Oh, sorry.
you good. No, but that's about it. That's about it.
What's yours?
What movie or book do you think is overrated?
That's a great question.
It's my favorite face.
Any movie that has hip hop in it you think is overrated?
No. I do.
Hey, America, she listens to Fred Hammond every day.
And I do that too.
Every day. She don't like hip hop.
I do like hip hop. I just don't listen to it very often. But what movie or book do you think is overrated? I can see what book I think was overrated. And that is the Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man.
Yeah, that book is trash.
I like the movies though.
The movies are funny. I just said the book was. I feel like it was just
Life
overrated.
changing that, folks went crazy. I feel that.
I don't feel like I have to act like a lady and think like a man in order for me to have a successful relationship.
I think.
And I feel like that was the. What'd you say?
No, I think the way you're going is actually correct. Y'all not born to think like
right. That's not that. Yeah, that's the route that I'm saying. We're not supposed to think like men.
That's right. That's right, because I refuse to have two masculine energies in the house.
Yeah. And I mean, why act like a lady? Just be a lady.
I think Steve is a dope comedian, and that was what his legacy is. I know we can do more than one thing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like relationship counseling was his calling.
Because he got a lot of these women.
But he got a couple unsuccessful marriages of his own, right? So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, which is true.
I'm just saying though.
I think it's true. It was a good marketing scheme.
It was
marketing scheme.
Maybe his wife was the writer and just sold it under his name because he got the name. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there though.
All I'm saying is his daughter's with Future right now, so his daughter is with Future.
Man.
With Fuchsia. So
again though.
And you
she was with him, then with the Trey Songz, then with the who else? P. Diddy?
That's like a mechanic.
P. Diddy's son, I thought.
And P. Diddy, you worked out with him too.
Okay, I'm not even gonna go into her and figure out what the hype is about Lori Harvey, but whatever.
Folks is corny, like that corny. She became popular and everybody wanted the popular girl because they corny.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
That sounds like Hollywood. Like I call it Hollywood, bro.
Yeah. That's why
they all be.
That's why it's like y'all got it worse than me, man. It's like I get to do this and I get to be behind the camera. I was having a conversation with somebody this weekend and they was like, do you feel like you got fans? I was like, man, I got people who support me that I don't necessarily know like that, but it's like I don't have fans, and it's like that's not why I'm in it. Like, I want to be able to come to Walmart and step in and out and be cool. And it's like, you know, I asked him, I was like, you know, Ryan Coogler is? He's like, who? I was like, Ryan Coogler? I was like, the black director, the director of Black Panther, the biggest movie last year. I was like, you see, that's what I'm talking about, though. See, you don't even know his name. Furthermore, what he look like. That man could be sitting behind us right now. You don't know who that is. I want that type of celebrity. You feel me?
Yes,
give me the bag. The people who are really, really interested in what I'm doing, they may be able to spot me out or whatever, but like the average Joe, I want to be able to walk by him and like, cause I'm not in it for that. That ain't. I'd rather you be able to recognize my work and be like, yo, that changed my life, or that affected me, or that was dope, or whatever. But and not even know my name, I'd be cool with that. Straight up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Jaren, again, it's always great to have you with us. So, anytime, you're welcome. Anytime you guys.
Man, it was thank you for having us, man.
Of course. So,
one of my favorites.
Again.
Can I get one more plug? Everybody who's watching it now, man, you guys, please come out February 28th. Opry Mills Regal Cinema. We are showing my debut feature film, More to Life. Like I said, it's a coming of age drama. It's Nashville based. Everything was shot in Nashville. The soundtrack is 90% Nashville. So it's all homegrown. It's important to me, man. We worked our asses off on it, man. And I think you guys will enjoy it, man. So
yeah, you beat me to it because that's what I was getting ready to do.
My bad.
But you did.
My bad. You was wrapping it up. I was like, oh.
No. We plugged it. We followed it first.
He didn't want to. What time transition? He wasn't ready for the handoff. He was like, my bad.
What time?
The theater will open at 6:30, but the show starts at 7:15.
Theater.
Sure, I'm about to brush it.
At Opry Mills.
Opry Mills Theater.
Opry Mills. Well, Opry Mills will be open already.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The room will open at 6:30.
Okay.
7:15 show starts, and at 9:30 we will be having a cast and crew question and answer meet and greet type of thing over at iStudio off of Madison. Or in Madison off Gallatin Road. The flyer will be posted soon. I'll tag you guys in it. So get it up.
Where do they get tickets? Can they get tickets there?
You can buy physical tickets by meeting me or members of the cast, or you can go online to digifilmmg.com, digifilmmg.com. Right on the homepage is the Eventbrite information and the trailer. You can feel it. Find all the information right there.
Cool. So, social media plugs if you want people to follow you.
Mine at Jaren the Great, JarenThe Great. Instagram, Facebook is just Jaren J Hampton. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Y'all can find me on Instagram under Epps, TAYEPPS. Same thing goes for Facebook.
Cool.
Mine is long, but it's all one word. Director Joseph Ebanks. Everything is spelled just like it sounds. My name JOSEPHEBANKS. Director Joseph.
Cool. And you can follow AC.
ACNOEL. AC Noel.
Boss.
Yeah, right.
Make sure you check out. And make sure you check out Hulu with AC as well.
Oh yeah. Had a dope interview last night with 2 Live Bree.
Forget my man.
No, I didn't say that.
He doing his thing.
Let's let y'all know. Zach is so childish. He interrupted me in the middle of my thought with the word because I've been saying it a lot and I'm trying to work my way out of doing that. So y'all are catching me grow in real time. So watch 70 interviews from now. Y'all gonna watch the first one and be like, man, he grew a lot.
Don't feel bad. The last interview I did about a week ago, I did that a lot, man. My girlfriend, she looked at me, she was like, hey, we gotta work on your speech, man. Like,
and then look at me saying, here we go. You can follow me me at Bubbly Beauty 3. I'm currently not on Instagram. I've taken a social media break, but if you follow me, it's cool. I'll catch you back up in March. Be sure to follow MassCtv, also 28th and Jefferson podcast. Check us out on YouTube as well. Be sure to like, comment, follow, share, all of that. Subscribe, like, comment, share, follow, tag, all of that. We out.
Who's responsible for this?
Hey, what's up, guys? Joseph Ebanks.
I'm Tay Epps.
I'm Jaren Hampton. You've been listening to 28th and Jefferson podcast. Shout out to MassCtv.